Hello there, this is Carlo and welcome to the very last video for 2015 Christmas. I did say to you guys that I wasn't going to do another video until after Christmas for a break, but I just quickly had to get this one out to you guys because it was quite exciting. For the past 4 days I've been working on the Hackintosh, which I've been telling you about, the Haswell build, and I finally got it stable. As stable as I've ever wanted it to be, really. So basically this is a 4790K CPU Haswell socket, and basically I didn't want to sort of, attempt this Hackintosh without knowing that it was going to be 100% stable. But a few days ago I decided to give it a go. I put the Hackintosh using Tony Mac's method on this rig, and it's been stable sort of ever since. I've been able to transcode. Well, what I did was I put four 4K 1 hour videos for transcoding, and I transcoded them in turn, one at a time, and I managed to get no problems with it. I left it on overnight. It transcoded all the videos perfectly, and when I got up in the morning, it was absolutely fine. It was completed. There was no lag in it. There was no error. There was no overheat. And yeah, I was well happy with it. So I thought to myself, give it a few more test trials, just to make sure it was stable as anything, and it has been absolutely rock solid. Absolutely no problems at all. So there is a few errors in it. I've got the max version, so as you can see I'm running 10.11.2 El Capitan, which is great. It's picked it up as a 27-inch iMac, but my processor speed is wrong. And that's the only thing that's wrong about it. Now, when I was on 10.11, this is a 4 gigahertz processor. This is a 4790K. It was registering at 4 gigahertz, but then when I updated it to 10.11.2, it changed to 2.79 gigahertz for some reason, which is a bit weird. But because the system's been absolutely rock solid and stable, it's not really bothered me. When I had my Z820 workstation, I did have some errors on the actual spec sheet itself, but it was still rock solid, so it didn't actually bother me. Now, this is absolutely correct. Normally I would have 32 gigs of RAM, but I've lent 8 gigabytes to my kid because he needed it for gaming, and where I thought I wasn't going to be using my system until after Christmas, I thought, hey ho, let him have the 8 gigabyte and I'll order myself a new stick, which is what I did. So I'll show you in a sec. I normally have 32, but at the moment I've got one bay free, which I've got another 8 gig going into, which will make it 32 gig. So graphics is accurate. It's the GTX 760 2 gigabyte model, which is great. If I go to system report, here it's showing obviously as an iMac 11.3. This was actually the best system definition for this hardware. I tried a couple purely on stability, and I found that this one was the most stable, and it ran the actual Hackintosh itself the quickest. So that's why I sort of kept with that. But everything is working absolutely fantastic, fast as anything. I've never been happier with it. I've had no glitches, cross my fingers so far with it. Now, audio, as you can see, my audio is grayed out up here, and that's only because I use a Scarlett 2i2 interface, which is USB. So I've not really bothered with installing the audio drivers for the Hackintosh because I always use my Scarlett 2i2. So because it's USB, it's plug and play, job done. I've got my two M audio monitor speakers plugged into that, so that's job done with that. So that covers sort of like the audio side of it. Graphics are working absolutely fine. I've got CUDA activated, the whole lot. So yeah, displays, we've got a 24-inch monitor plugged into it at the moment. Storage, I've only got a 128 gig SSD as my main boot drive at the moment, because obviously this was a test sort of thing for me to get it nice and stable. But that's fine because it's got all my apps. As you can see, my apps are only 43 gigabytes, and I've got loads here. So I've got 500 gigabyte for backup, and I've got two 2 terabyte drives, which I'm going to be plugging into an external drive enclosure, which will be going plugged into this system maybe after Christmas, see if I've got a bit of time to do that. Memory, as you can see, we've got 24 gig installed so far. Like I said, I lent 8 gig to my kid so he could play. He's got some high-end games that he needs to play for Christmas, so his system's got up to 16 gig on his PC. So I've taken 8 gig of that out to lend him so he can do his gaming bits and pieces and all his Minecraft stuff. So yes, that is it basically. Oh, I've done a quick Geekbench and I was quick blown away by this. This is a score on Geekbench that I scored. I got a massive 19,718 on a 64-bit score, which was multi-core, which was absolutely fantastic. I haven't really bothered with a single core because literally I don't see much point in that, because this system uses I do a lot of multi-core stuff with this system. So but as you can see, you know, fast as anything. Let's just go to here. I plug in the Red Epic into this system, and it handles my video footage no problems, and it's really fast. So let's go to my active monitor. Oh, wrong one. Let's go into my application. Sorry about that. Let's go to my utilities and go to my active monitor, and as you can see, my CPU, shall I say, is running absolutely fine. Like I just said to you guys, it's not showing me the correct specs, and that's only on the CPU, but it doesn't matter because it's running beautifully. So as you can see, my screen recorder is running at the moment. Temperatures are really low. It's idling really cool. So nothing, only 1.8% of the system being used. Memory, as you can see, obviously because I'm only using 5.25 because I've got the screen recorder running, so there's not a lot of memory using in there, and it's running absolutely fantastically. I've had no problems with it. My internet works absolutely fine. Go to my YouTube channel, and I go to, I don't know, let's have a look. If I just select on a page, very fast internet access, no problems with that, and the system is running absolutely fantastically. This is actually just a little bit more quicker, I think, than a Z820. I know that sounds crazy, but maybe because obviously the Hackintosh, I don't know if it's really designed for a workstation, Z820 workstation. I'm not absolutely 100% on that, but I just feel like this runs more like a Mac Pro or a 27-inch high-end iMac than a workstation. But yeah, it's running absolutely fantastically. So yeah, I just wanted to get this video out quickly to you guys so you can have a quick look at my Hackintosh success. There will be more videos coming to this channel after Christmas regarding this Hackintosh build, and I'll be telling you exactly how I did it and how I accomplished the stability side of things, because that was the most important thing for me. As you guys know, I'm more interested in always having the latest version, and I actually, believe it or not, updated this through the App Store, which was amazing. If I just go to my, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go to my updates and I'll show you. As you can see here, I updated it through the App Store, so I've got this system absolutely banging. No problems. I can update it through the App Store. I don't have to worry about the system crashing. I can just, you know, update whatever programs I want on it, and it's basically like a new iMac. It's basically like a new Mac Pro iMac. So like I say, guys, after the Christmas period is finished and we get into 2016, I'll do a more in-depth video on how I accomplished this Hackintosh and made it as stable as it is, because it is running absolutely pristine. It's pin sharp. I've not even had a crash, an error, a spinning ball, nothing, and I've had this running for about 5 days now. And I left it on for 2 days doing some intense rendering work as well. I even done a bit of rendering in Maya in 6K, a short 500 frame animation in 6K, as high a spec as I could possibly get it. No problems, no crashes, nothing. So yeah, like I say, guys, I hope you enjoy your Christmas and have an amazing new year, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the new year when we'll be going over this Hackintosh and some more exciting videos and tutorials on this channel. So as always, guys, thanks for listening. Do remember to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And as always, I will definitely catch you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.